Assalamu alaikum, guys. So, what are some things that you guys do when you feel overwhelmed, with your kids and stuff? When your day, you just kind of like stressed out and you just like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, how can I do this? How can I go on my day? What are some things that you guys do? You leave it in the comments and let me know what's up. So, I'm going to speak on some things that I do because I'm sure, y'all know I'm a single mom, so y'all know at times I do get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed and get a bit stressed, because I have to do like everything, like literally, and it's like I think it's like, okay, I have a routine that goes on, but sometimes, real life, sometimes you may not go according to those routines and stuff like happens. So where one day, I'll wake up and I don't like feel like doing anything and I'm just like, I just want to lay here. And I'm not gonna lie, like some days I'll do that. Like, especially being that I work a lot, like, and I try not to work a lot either because like, especially like when school start, like I stop working like a lot of overtime so I can spend more time with my boys. But even like this like past summer, I wasn't working that much, but I was able to spend some time with my boys. But then even still outside of working, I have to run errands. I have to do a lot of stuff. Like I'm very hands-on with my boys, so I'm available during the daytime. So if something's going on, I'm the one to call. So it's like, it's those days that we have, and it's like you just feel real bummed and you get really depressed. And it's like, how do you get through those days? Like, I had a few days where I would just lay there and I'm like, I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. Like, and I would just like want to cry. And it's like, what do you do to get through those days? Now, I know there are some Muslims that's going to be on here saying, oh, sis, you should just pray. You have Allah. Just pray. Pray about it. Okay. I pray. Now, when I pray, it's still there. So, feeling like this doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, you're a terrible Muslim. Oh, or you're a terrible mom. You're not doing something right. Like, not all the time. Sometimes life gets to us and we get stressed out or we get overwhelmed. So it's all about managing it. I'm going to tell y'all, sometimes when I feel like this, I can't go pray. I can't pray because if I go to pray, I'm standing in prayer and I'm still feeling like this and I'm still on fire. So it's like, okay, what's the sunnah? I remember in Sahih Bukhari, I read that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that it's like when you feel upset and you're just like so angry, it's like putting a fire out. So what I would do, I will go make wudu. I'll make wudu. Okay, if that doesn't calm me down, it helps some. Sometimes it'll help me and I'll be fine, like, okay, I'm feeling good. But sometimes you just kind of like boiled over and you just like, see, this today is just like so stressed. You want to cry, you want to break down. You just like, what do I do? So you make wudu, okay, you still on fire. So that didn't work. What did he say to do next? Sit down. So whatever it is that you have planned to do, so you don't snap out on your kids and you just like, you sit down. You made wudu, you sit down. You sit down. And if sitting down don't work, you lay down. That worked with me. I will lay there until I calm down. I will lay there until I calm down. Sometimes you lay there and you just still on fire and you like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What do you do? Well, for me, this is what I do. I say to myself, and I'll start either dhikring or I'll say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And I'll constantly say that to myself while I'm laying down because I notice that when I do this, I can literally feel the ease of everything just lift off of me. Like, wallahi. I feel the ease of everything and I'll just stay laying there and I'll lay there and I feel it and I'm starting to calm down a lot and I'll feel it all just ease up off of me. And I'll do this like regularly. I found that this helped me a lot of times, like when I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I just want to break down and I want to cry and I'm just like, my kids is driving me nuts, they be arguing, they be fighting, and I'm just like having so much that I have to do and deal with. And They just add that frosting right on top. Oh, mom, he hit me. They're not listening. You know what I'm saying? This is some things that I do to cope. This is just one of the things. And then after I feel like that, and I feel that relief, like I went through that yesterday, and I felt that, and I lay there, and I said it to myself, and I felt it relief. I felt the relief, and I got up and I prayed. That's when I got up and I prayed. Not when I'm in my angry mode and my mindset, and I'm like, not when I'm like feeling like that. Why could I not just go to prayer in that mindset? I wouldn't be able to focus my prayer. There's no way I can focus in my salah if I'm feeling or thinking some type of way, or feeling some type of way. You can't focus like that. If I'm coming to Allah, I'm gonna come to Allah with a clear mind, ask Him to forgive me, ask Him to guide me, and keep me on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, on the straight path. And I want to be clear in my mind of what I'm doing and what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that how I deal with. So if you feel like this, you Muslim, feeling depressed, and sometimes you feel, emotional, moody and stuff, that don't make you a bad Muslim or a terrible Muslim because you in your feelings and because you go through that. I believe we all go through that. And that's something that is not spoken about. And it's like people who make you feel bad about it. It's not right. We're human. Overall, we are Allah's creation. And Allah made us. We have feelings and we're women. We're going to go through it. We're not super people. We have to be realistic with ourselves. What we can handle and what we can deal with. Make things easy for ourselves so that we can function and be healthy and available to our kids, So I wanted to speak on this because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a single mom, but my life is nothing perfect about it. Okay, I go through it. And just like what I said, how I told y'all some of the things that I go through or, cope with and how I calm myself down. That's some of the things that I do, but we go through it. I have my moments and everything. It's not like all the time, like, alhamdulillah, it's not like every day, it's not every week. It's just sometimes once in a while it'll spring up and I'm like, okay, it's a be over here. Sometimes it'll spring up and it's like, OMG, like, all right, like I'm feeling this again. So how you just deal with it, So I'm just letting y'all know, you go through it, you're not the only one. I've gone through it too. And inshallah, I'll speak on more things, some of the stuff that I go through. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm enjoying the weather. I believe today, where I live at, is the last time it's going to be 80-something degrees. And my boys right now, we in a water park at the splash pad. I call it a water park. We had a splash pad. And they have school tomorrow, so they are enjoying this. Tomorrow's their first day of school, so they're enjoying this weather. We are out here enjoying this. And I'm not ready for summer to be over yet, but you know what? Alhamdulillah, Allahu Alam. I'm just grateful that we're here to enjoy it. So, all right, loves, take care, and assalamu alaikum. Thank you for watching.